he had some radiations. I would come, so he's not waiting for treatment by himself. And he would tell me that he got a letter from some important army person from Israel who is thanking him for what he did in, summer of '44, that he was one of the two who gave the report. And he was very happy that Israel people are acknowledging him now, because at the beginning in Israel, they didn't talk about what happened in Europe. They said that Jews went like sheep to the slaughter, and we, Israelis, will fight. So he resented that because, people couldn't fight, they didn't have means, but he said even a mother whose child they would take a knife or whatever to try to save the child, that it's not true in Europe, Jews did not fight. So this Judenrat, right. He was critical of Judenrat because he wanted people to be told what's happening so they can decide, do I go on that train or do I hide? That was his reason. And he was right, in my opinion. He didn't like that then when Israel was created, they didn't talk about these awful things. They wanted to just build new nations. And he wanted to go on Kastner trial to be a witness, and they did not allow him. He sent a report to the Kastner trial. That was the first time, from my understanding, that in Israel the survivors started to speak and it became a topic, and they started to talk about it in schools and so on.
Do we have any idea what happened to the report that he sent to the Kastner trials? Because I've never seen it.
It's in his book. So he had
the whole report?
Yes.
Well, it's very short.
There are many editions of his book.
Yeah.
One of the reasons, I think, personally, he wanted to include new information. So the footnotes kept on growing. And like, for example, I said to my mom that Rudy said his good friend Mordowicz lives in Toronto on Chalmers Street. And my mom lived on Chalmers Street, actually next building.
No.
Yes. And her husband met Mordowicz just outside, on a bench, and they talk Yiddish. And Mordowicz was very happy. He met my mom, with whom he could speak Slovak, and his wife was actually Slovak. And his wife loved Rudy and didn't like that Mordowicz stopped talking with Rudy, and they wanted me to make peace. And so when I visited Toronto and I brought questions to Mordowicz, what is the problem in the relationship? And then I brought the answers to Rudy. He put it into footnotes. So I knew, and he would give me the new edition with the footnotes.